Hey family, welcome back to my channel. I am Kerensa Amanda. Thank you all so much for tuning in. So I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing my sinking funds update. I am going to be counting my sinking funds as well as condensing them and organizing them so it makes sense for where I am today in my financial life. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start out by counting my high priority sinking funds, and I'm going to be utilizing my little cheat sheet here. So I'm going to be writing down all the amounts of my sinking funds, and I'm going to compare that total amount to my previous sinking funds total update. So let's get into it. Okay, so I am going to start with counting the first sinking fund from high priority, and that is my car maintenance. So I did recently, not too long ago, get some work done on my car. I got an oil change, and I also needed new tires for my car. So I actually had to use some savings that I had for my car as well as the money from my envelope. So I am starting over from scratch with car maintenance, and I've actually increased my car maintenance goal to 1,000. It was previously, I believe I had it at either 200 or 250. I can't even remember right now, but now it's at 1,000. So right now I have 20, 30, 40, 45,000 car maintenance, and I am okay with starting over. I'm not concerned. I'm not, upset. That is what they are there for. I created these sinking funds to help me when I need it for any, life-changing experiences, for anything that I need to just better myself and be better with my personal finances. I don't want to resort to having to use my credit card for, just life's unexpected expenses. You know how your car can get literally, it'll be good one day and then the next you have to change your brakes, or you have to get an oil change, or you have to get new tires. You just never know. So yeah, not mad about that. So I'm actually just gonna record the $45 just to keep it going. So next I'm gonna move on to clothes. So my goal for clothes is 500, and right now clothes has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, 185, $190 is in clothes. And I want to buy some summer clothes, so that is what it is there for. So I'm just going to write that down. And before I move on to my next envelope, which is debt, I just wanted to say something very quickly. I want you all to make sure that you are protecting your peace. And when I say protect your peace, I want to make sure that you are protecting your mental health. I want to make sure that you are doing things that make you happy, making sure that you put yourself first so you can be the best version of yourself, so you can be the best that you could be for yourself and for your loved ones. That is all I'm going to say about that. Protect your peace. So next, I'm going to move on to debt. My goal for debt is $1,000. And debt is a continuous envelope. So if you are new here, anytime I get to $1,000 in this envelope, I take that and I pay down a debt that I might have. So it's a continuous thing, then I will continue to do that until I am financially free. So I have $120, $30, $135 is in debt right now. And every dollar counts, every penny. So I'm very proud of myself because I have been consistent with saving in that envelope. So next is give. Give currently has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, $55 is in give. How are you all doing with your sinking funds? Are your sinking funds still top priority for you? I know that we tend to switch things around, so Do you have a particular envelope in your sinking funds that you are more focused on than others? It is okay that if you decide to, not cash stuff an envelope one week or, bi-weekly, and you want to, cash stuff others, that is okay. There is nothing to be ashamed about. You do have to prioritize your envelopes and your savings based on what's best for you in your circumstances. So next is Kerensa. And Kerensa has a total of, 1,000, 1,050, 1,070. So that's 1,070. And that is prop money, but this money is in the bank. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140, 145, 150. So I have a total of $1,220 in Kerensa. So I'm gonna make sure I write that down. Oops, okay. So $1,220, is in Kerensa. So next is vacay. Now vacay, I did use funds. I recently went on a trip. I took a mini vacation to Los Angeles, California. I did a 4-day weekend over Memorial Weekend, and I really wanted to just do like a quick getaway. It was very last minute, but it was much needed. It was for my mental health. It was just for me to get away from my normal environment. LA is like one of my favorite places. I go there every year, although I haven't been there since the pandemic. So it was my first time being there in 2 years. So really happy. It was very much well needed and well deserved. And I'm just happy that I was able to go and come back safely. So let's see, I have 500, 600, 650. So this 650 is actually going to be deducted from my vacay envelope because I did use those funds towards my trip. So I'm going to put this to the side. And vacay now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. So vacay now has 175. And my goal is actually $1,000 total for vacay. So I guess you could kind of say I'm starting over, but that's okay. So last but not least, for my high priority sinking funds is YouTube. And that's $10, $20, $30, $35 is in YouTube. And I just continually cash stuff this YouTube envelope. It is for my channel. It is for all of you. So basically it's for progressing my channel and for getting gifts for you guys. So really excited. So I'm going to add up how much is in my high priority. So let's see. Car maintenance. Can you guys see that? I think you can. Yes, you can. So car maintenance has $45. Clothes has $190. Debt has $135. Give has $55. Kerensa has $12.20. Vacay has $175. And YouTube has $35. So I have a total of $1,855 in my high priority sinking funds envelope. That is very good. Every dollar, every cent counts. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so next I'm going to be moving on to my low priority sinking funds. So for low priority, I am going to be making some changes. So I decided to condense 2 envelopes in my low priority binder. So I just feel like I really need to be more realistic about my sinking funds. I want to make sure that I am being purposeful, and I want to make sure that what I'm doing makes sense. So I have beauty, and then I also have self-care. So I actually decided to combine beauty and self-care together. So I'm going to remove this beauty envelope because I feel like beauty is a part of self-care, So I'm going to take these funds and I'm going to add it to my self-care envelope. And it just makes sense to me. Could it still have been separate? Yes, but I prefer to condense them, and I just prefer for it to be in one envelope. So now self-care has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Self-care has 65, and my goal for self-care is 200. So I'm just gonna make a note of that on my cheat sheet, and I'm gonna cross out beauty altogether. So let's just go back to the front, to the first envelope, and we're gonna start from the beginning. So I'm gonna start with date night. Let's see how much date night has. So date night has a total of $10, and my goal for date night is $200. So I have a little ways to go, but that is okay. So next is gifts. Let's see how much gifts has. Gifts has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, $100 is in gifts. And I just did self-care, so we're going to skip over that. In taxes will not be getting any type of love for a while because I just don't need it right now. So taxes actually has nothing in it. I haven't cash stuffed it since the beginning of the year because I did my taxes and I decided that I'm going to start stuffing it again in July. So this envelope is just going to be it's going to be empty for the next month. So I'm just going to put a line through it just so I know that that isn't going to get any funds for a while. And yeah, it's at nothing, as you can see. So last but not least, I'm sorry, I did not even write down gifts, did I? No, I did not. I got some nerve. It was 100, right? I did not write down gifts. Yep, gifts was 100. Gotta make sure I keep track. Okay, sorry about that. So Christmas. Don't you just love this envelope? I love this envelope. Okay, so 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 5, 10. Christmas has $210. I'm so happy. Every dollar counts. I can't say that enough. And that's one of the things that I want to make sure that I communicate to, you know, my subscribers. Every dollar counts. Do not feel any type of way if you have to cash stuff $1, $5, a few dollars, $10, whatever you have, save it because it definitely adds up over time. I cannot say that enough. So last but not least, I'm going to be moving on to my saving and investing binder, and this is my pink cloth binder. So I also want to condense this binder as well, but not in the sense of getting rid of envelopes, but more in the sense of prioritizing. So right now I have my bills envelope, I have my emergency fund envelope, I have my savings envelope, and then I have my investing envelope. So my investing envelope is for my Roth IRA. So at the end of each month, I take the funds and I deposit it into my investment account, and then I invest in the stock market through my IRA account, my Roth IRA. So my savings envelope is for my 6 months of savings, and this is in the event of any life-changing emergency that I have funds available to sustain my lifestyle in the event anything happens with my job. And then my emergency fund is my $1,000 starter emergency funds. So those funds are just for like any emergencies that come up and I need to have readily accessible funds available. And then my bills envelope is for my 1 month ahead. So my 1 month ahead is specifically for my household. So for like my mortgage, my maintenance, my cable, my electric bill, my condo insurance, that is what this bills envelope is for. So today I'm actually going to be condensing all of the bills and I'm going to put it into my emergency fund because I really want to fast track my emergency fund to the $1,000. So I know for some it might not make sense, but for me it does. The only envelope that is not going to be depleted right now is investing, because that is specifically for my Roth IRA. So those funds will stay exactly where it is. So I'm just going to put this money together and organize it, and then we're just going to see how much money is going to be going in that emergency funds envelope. So I just want to make sure I have everything together. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, for the most part, it's pretty organized. Okay. Yep. Okay, here we go. So let's get the count in. And all of these funds are going to go directly into my emergency funds envelope right in here. So now emergency funds will have 50, 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 475, 480, 485, 490, 495, 500, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 540. So now emergency fund has a total of $540. So I just fast tracked my way to $1,000 for my starter emergency fund, and I'm going to write that down. So now I'm going to add up everything and let you all know exactly how much I have in all of my sinking funds. So let's see. Date night had $10. Gifts had $100. Self-care had $65. Christmas had $210. So that's $385. So I'm gonna add everything up. So high priority has a total of $1,855. Low priority had $385. And then my emergency fund has $540. So I currently have a total of $2,780 in all of my sinking funds. So I'm gonna write that down. And forgive me if it's to the side, it's because I am left-handed and that is how I write. So my last sinking funds update, I had a total of $3,410 combined in all of my sinking funds. This time I have $2,780, so that's a reduction of $630 overall. I am not upset about it. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to save for what's important to me. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you have not already, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when I upload new videos. Take care and be safe. Till next time. Bye.